Hey, what's up guys, it's DarkArmedDuelist, and today I'm going to be doing a Constellar deck profile. Now, I've never done a Constellar deck profile on my channel, and I'm really excited to do this one because I have a lot of people that have been requesting me to do Constellars on my channel recently, and it's kind of one of those weird ones like, huh, wait a minute, what? You want me to do Constellars? Okay, let's do it. So, it's a really fun deck to be able to play around with, and it's an OG deck that came out back when the Evil Sworns came out. It's a super interesting deck that basically makes a rank 5 called Constellar Pleiades. They can bounce a card every single turn, as long as it has materials, and it's just super control based and super easy to OTK your opponent with some of the tech cards that I play in this deck, and it's really fun. So, without further ado guys, let's get straight on this. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, hit the bell there so you can become part of the notification squad, and let's get straight on this. First off, we're going to be playing 3 copies of Constellar Sombre. Constellar Sombre is one of the coolest cards in the entire deck. It's kind of like Kirkion, Evil Sworn Kirkion, that has the ability that once per turn, while this card is on the field, you can normal summon 1 Constellar monster for 1 less tribute, and then you can banish 1 Constellar monster from your graveyard, and then target 1 Constellar monster in your graveyard, add that target to your hand. Also, it gains the following effect. This card, you can normal summon 1 Constellar once per turn. So basically, you add a Constellar from your graveyard to your hand, and then you get an additional normal summon. Really cool effect, really good to be able to just kind of like consistently get out rank 5s and rank 4s and stuff like that, which is usually what you're trying to do anyways, or link fodder as well. So then I play 3 copies of the Constellar Sagittarius. I know it's not Sagittarius, but I'm going to actually name them as their like types, like what they actually are. So Sagittarius basically lets us, it can be used as synchro material, not a big deal, and up to twice per turn you can target a Constellar monster and either increase its level by 1 or decrease its level by 1. So this makes it really easy to go into Pleiades, because what you're able to do is put this on the field with another Constellar and then boost its level up by 1 and boost both their levels up by 1 to be able to link, or to be able to overlay into Constellar Pleiades. 3 copies of Capricorn. I play 3 copies of the Constellar Capricorn. When it's normal summoned, you can special summon a level 4 Constellar monster from your hand. Really good effect and being able to put them on the field. 2 copies of the Gemini or Pollux. Pollux is really good because when it's normal summoned, you can target 1 Constellar monster in addition to your normal summon, which is really good. The really cool thing about the Constellar monsters, if you haven't noticed by now, is they're all based on the Zodiac. So like this is Gemini, this is Capricorn, this is Sagittarius, and then Constellar Sombre is like all of them mixed together in a way. We play 3 copies of Constellar Sheraton, which is Aries. This one's a really interesting card because basically what it does is you put it on the field, and when you normal summon it, you can add a Constellar monster from your deck to your hand. So basically it's a really good searcher. You're usually just going to use it for link fodder and to link it away, which is not that big of a deal, but it just kind of helps to be able to link it away to get a bigger, better monster on the field, like something like Hippo Shinnigan, to be able to boost all of your light monsters up. But being able to search one of your other Constellar monsters that lets you draw really helps in this deck. So that's why you play this card as a 3 of. Then we play 2 copies of Honest. Honest really helps out in the deck because everything is light, and so you're really more concerned about protecting your monsters. And to be honest with you, you really want to put this card on the field as quickly as possible because it really helps out to be able to just stop your opponent in their tracks from attacking you. So this card is a really good 2 of. Then we play 2 copies of Galaxy Soldier to be able to go into rank 5s a little bit easier. You basically just discard, or you send the light monster from your hand to the graveyard, and then after you do send that light monster to the graveyard, you special summon this card to your side of the field, and then you get to add another Galaxy monster, which the only other monster we play in the deck is Galaxy Soldier, from your deck to your hand, and then you can use Galaxy Soldier's effect to special summon it again, but it can't search again, which is okay because we don't have another Galaxy monster in our deck. Then my own personal tech card is I play 3 copies of Cyber Dragon in this deck too. Cyber Dragon really helps out in here because you basically just special summon it on your first turn, and it's a level 5 monster to be able to go into your Pleiades a little bit easier. You special summon this card, and then you start extending and normal summoning and getting a bunch of monsters on the field, linking and putting Pleiades on the field, or Cyber Dragon Infinity. What you want to do is end on a Hippo Shinnigan, a Cyber Dragon Infinity, and a Pleiades, so you have a negate, a bounce, and a boost. So they're all going up by 500. That's a really ideal board for this deck. 1 copy of Brotherhood of the Fire Fist Bear for the Tinkies. Tinky is another card that we play in this deck as a 3 of. So this card really helps out to be able to normal summon it, pop the Tinky, and then or normal summon it, and then, like I said, pop the Tinky, or send the Tinky to the graveyard, and then target a card on the field, or target a monster on the field and destroy it. So it's a good 1-of. You don't have to play the Brotherhood of the Fire Fist Bear, but I like it as a 1-of. 3 copies of Ash Blossom is our last monster of the main deck. Ash Blossom is really good in here because you just want to stop your opponent from hand trap, or you want to hand trap your opponent, not stop your opponent from hand trapping you, but you want to hand trap your opponent so they don't get stuff from their deck to be able to special summon or add anything that they want from their deck to their hand. So that's it for the monsters, guys. I know it's a high monster count, but basically this deck focuses around getting as many monsters on the field as possible to swarm your opponent and then control them as much as possible. So that's how the deck works. So that's it for the monsters, guys. Let's get into the spells. So for the spells, we are going to be playing a couple of really, really good ones. We're going to be playing 2 copies or 3 copies of Call by the Grave because you just want to stop your opponent from hand trapping you. It's really pivotal to stop your opponent from hand trapping you. You just don't want to deal with them. 1 copy of Monster Reborn because it's a good extender in this deck. Reinforcements of the Army because a lot of your monsters are warrior monsters, like your copies of Pollux. Pollux is the one that you want to get to as quickly as possible because it gives you an additional normal summon. You just add that from your deck to your hand. Do something like special summon Cyber Dragon to your side of the field, add Pollux to your hand, normal summon the Pollux, and then get something out like the Sagittarius monster, boost them both up, get them up to like level 5, and then if you can get another monster on the field somehow, like a Galaxy Soldier, you can link 2 of your monsters away, and then put a Hippo Shinnigan in a XYZ monster on the field as well. I play a single copy of Double or Nothing because if you can't go into the rank 5s, which you're going to go into rank 5s, Utopia Double is another really good option on the field, and it's really awesome to put the Utopia Double on the field and put a Cyber Dragon Infinity on the field at the same time because then you're going to OTK your opponent because you have a safety net. And then 3 copies of Brotherhood or Fire Fist, Fire Formation Tinky. Fire Formation Tinky is super good in the deck because it lets us add our Beast Warrior monsters from our deck to our hand. So it's like playing 6 copies of the Sagittarius monster, and it's just super, super good to be able to add those from deck to hand. And add Brotherhood of the Fire Fist Bear to our hand. It's really good to be able to have 6 copies of that card because you really want to get to that as quickly as possible. So that's it for the spells, guys. Let's get into the traps. For the traps, since we usually want to go first in this deck to establish our board, we're going to be playing 2 copies of Solemn Strike and 3 copies of Solemn Judgment, because if Cyber Dragon Infinity and Pleiades weren't enough, playing the Solemn Brigade is enough, and you want to just be able to stop your opponent in their tracks from, doing anything. So this is a really good option to be able to stop your opponent from hand trapping you, stop your opponent from doing anything that they want to do with this, and then stop them from special summoning with the Solemn Strikes to be able to just go in after them for as many plays as you can stop them from doing. So that's it for the main deck, guys. Let's go into the extra deck. So for the extra deck, we're playing 2 copies of Constellar Pleiades. I feel like you only need 2 copies of Pleiades. It takes 2 light monsters to summon this card, and then once per turn during either player's turn, you can detach material from this card to target a card on the field and return it to the hand. Really good effect to be able to do, really easy to be able to summon. And then we play a Constellar Promethea M7. The M7 is really good because you can basically put it on top of a Constellar, or not a Constellar Pleiades, and it has the effect of, if summoned this way, the following effect cannot be activated this turn. Once per turn, you can detach a material from this card to target a monster on the field and in either player's graveyard and return that target to the hand. So it gives you an additional bounce, which is really, really, really good, and it goes up to 2,700. So basically it's like a bigger Pleiades, and putting 1 copy of M7 on the field is not hard. And this card is super good to be able to do that. We play Utopia package, which is going to be a copy of Utopia Double, and then a copy of Utopia. Utopia is really good to be able to go into in this deck, because what you're going to do is you're going to summon Utopia Double, search your copy of Double or Nothing, and then summon Utopia on top of it at 5,000 attack, swing at your opponent, and then detach a material to negate the attack of the 5,000, drop Double or Nothing, and then do 10,000 and potentially win, which is going to be extremely easy to do. 1 copy of second copy of Utopia for the Utopia Lightning package, which is going to be Utopia, Utopia S Prime, and Lightning. So basically what you do with this package is you normal summon, or you put Utopia on the field, put Utopia Prime on top of Utopia, and then summon Utopia Lightning to be able to just go after your opponent for 5,000 attack twice, which is really awesome. One copy of Evilsworn Exciton Knight. Exciton Knight's really good because it just blows board. Cyber Dragon Infinity because you can summon it on top of your Cyber Dragon Nova. And the reason we play the Cyber Dragons in here is because you can actually, if you have a Cyber Dragon in your graveyard, when you put this on the field, you can detach a material from it and then immediately special summon Cyber Dragon from the graveyard, which can get you more extenders to be able to go into Pleiades, I guess. Or go into a link play. If you want to go into a link play, you can, and then summon Infinity on top of the Nova. And then we play a Mega Fleet just for a little bit more control because it just takes a Cyber Dragon monster and a monster that's in the extra monster zone. So you put this on board, and then, or you put a Cyber Dragon on board, and then you link away there, or you contact fuse link away their monsters on their side of the, or their extra monster zone to the graveyard, and then put this on the field, and then you can link it away to summon something else that you want to, or just leave it on the field and attack your opponent. And then for the link monsters that we play 2 copies of Hippo Shenanigan, because Hippo Shenanigan is really good in the deck to be able to boost all of our monsters up by 500. The only monster that's dark in the extra deck is the Chimera Tech Mega Fleet and the Boral Sword, which if you're going to summon Boral Sword, you're probably not going to have Hippo Shenanigan on the field anyways. And Boral Sword is extremely easy to go into in this deck because you put so many monsters on board. So that's it for the deck, guys. I hope you enjoyed my rendition of Constellars. It's a really fun deck. If you don't want to play the Cyber Dragon package, drop out like the Infinity and the Nova and play something else in place of it, and drop the Cyber Dragons out of the deck if you feel like you're bricking with them too much. I don't feel like I brick with them at all. I feel like they come to my hand right at the beginning of the game, right when I need them, or if I don't have a monster on the field. But you can drop them and play like Evenly Matched or Super Polymerization if you want to go that route to be able to just stop your opponent a little bit more, or play something like Lost Wind as another option if you want to play that and go into a little bit more of a control-based Constellar deck. So anyways, guys, this is DarkArmedDuelist. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Definitely hit that bell on there so you can come to our notification squad, and I'll see you guys in the next video. See you around, guys.